so obvious. My turn. The time is ripe. Do try again. I'm only getting better with age.
Oh, this guy, the one with the
Be gone.
It's a bit of a sticky situation. Seem to crest. Two. I can move again, but only one space. Hopefully, you can dodge a lot of those attacks against.
Thank you.
Appreciated.
It's simple logic. Won't work. This is what a real man looks like.
I noticed there are a couple of guys who are
Careful, please.
This guy was one of them. Oh, you can, yes. He's got a that green bag item on him, so he is one. But so is this. So is this guy.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
This was beneath me.
Probably should use a vulnerary or something. But I'm gonna risk it and take that.
What's next?
One less guy to attack. how far ring.
Whoa. I'm on it.
Still can't reach him. Oh, he's too fucking spaces as well. Yeah. Yeah, there's no way to stop him, unfortunately. That's annoying.
You're out of luck. The mark of nobility. Back to the fray.
And he got away.
Should have studied harder.
That's my cue.
Appreciate it.
She changed her class. Oh, you have to go around. Ah, you have to go all the way around it.
Maybe not.
Later. Feels like webcam's got a bit funny again. Occasionally you have to tweak it. Actually, I'm just going to need to stretch my legs again, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Oh, you can only do it. Yeah, never mind. I'll just tweak the webcam settings. There you go. I'll be back in a couple minutes, okay? Thank you. Okay, I'm back. Thanks for sticking around. If indeed you still are. Still.
So obvious.
Free spirit. And he's dead.
What's next?
Yes, we're drawing him out. Adventures at the end. Is that a potential? Way up. Might move over here.
Taking aim. Another one down.
I could learn from you.
She's so good at bows, it's unbelievable. Seems a good traits.
You should be honored.
Again, level 24.
Always getting stronger. Thanks.
So we got left this guy, obviously. Nose free. That seems to be it. Oh, you can't get it. Right. At least not on a horse.
Next time, bring your friends.
That's a great song.
Sorry.
Enemy friends.
as expected.
How tough is this guy? Fairly tough.
I'm told it's fine to kill those who resist. Now then, how shall I cook you?
Excuse me?
Not what I was hoping for.
Wait. No. I was just following orders. I just...
Yeah, okay. Much better than me. Especially the things you seem to take quite delight in eating us. Right, so just Elderguard left. So she's going to quite happily just sit there while I come to her. Okay. Oh, I can attack her from here, can I? Oh, that'd be me. Oh, wait. I'm patient. I can wait. Yeah, I'd like my healers to be a bit closer, just in case. I think this should do, don't you? Let's give her a whooping.
Professor, I will make no excuses. Thank you for all that you did for me. In truth, no. Let's leave it at that.
Oh, dang.
So, the end has come.
Yep. You protected at least half of the crest stones. Received advanced seal. That's all I get. That was stage complete. Spelly play, Fed. He did get a lot of scrapes. Ferdinand's activation is maxed out. Activation? Motivation is maxed out.
You have disappointed me. Edelgard. To think that a descendant of House Hresmelk would dare betray the Holy Church.
So, it is my teacher who stands in my way. I always knew it would come to this.
Professor, kill Edelgard at once. She is a danger to all of Fodlan. Such a rebellious heart cannot be allowed to keep beating.
Yeah, I made this sort of made decision already. I want to do Elder Guards for this bit. Are you certain about this decision? Yes. Certainly can't kill her.
You. How dare you?
My teacher, Thank you. But are you certain that... No. Now isn't the time for discussion.
Words cannot properly express my gratitude, Professor.
So,
She's
this
pissed.
is the choice you have made. You are just another failure. Your presence soils this holy tomb and disgraces my brethren. I will not allow one who would lend our enemies strength to wield the power of the goddess Sothis. I have passed judgment, and now I shall rip your chest open and take back your heart myself!
Oh dang. She ain't kidding around.
That must be the Immaculate One.
Yes. The monsters that have controlled Fodlan in secret for far too long.
Oh.
Rhea is their leader.
There's no time to waste. Your Majesty, Professor, we must escape while we can.
Now I sort of had this suspicion that the church was up to no good, but I wasn't expecting that.
Part 1. White Clouds. Lone Moon. Outset of a power struggle. Together, the people of Fodlan relish the beauty of the brilliant moon overhead as another year ends. They recall sad partings and new acquaintances alike, but each person must still walk their chosen path alone. With each day, the presence of spring grows stronger, and yet a lone moon still haunts the sky, a silent reminder perhaps of some inescapable truth.
Swords of the Creator, this mysterious blade unleashes its true power in Joy 90.
We somehow managed to escape.
This is one of the Imperial Army's provisional camps. Here we can organize our forces.
Before we go any further, I want all of you to really ask yourselves if you're certain you wish to join us. As expected, Flane has chosen to leave our ranks.
When I saw our professor running off, I ran about as fast as I could to catch up.
Caspar, death finds those who run without thinking. You gave no thought to the war fog. My grandfather was the leader of Bridget, and I hope for us to be allies with the Empire. I will be staying.
Was this a good idea? Did I make the right choice? Oh, but my family is part of the Empire, and our professor is here.
You're fine here with us, Bernie. Though it's true certain houses were against the Imperial Princess.
I assume you're referring to my family. I must believe that the conclusion I came to was the correct one. You are the Emperor now. I am the only one left who is qualified to guide you at this point.
I'm only here because I know it would be troublesome to stand against you.
I'm not just here for you, Adi. I'm here to follow our dear professor. Of course, I don't have any territory to offer, so Hubie may not even want me here.
The greater our numbers, the better. Your reasons for being here are of no consequence.
I think I understand where you're coming from. But now, I wish to hear of your resolve. Like you, I have risen to meet my destiny. I cut this path, and I will see it through to the end. Following me is akin to pointing a sword at the goddess herself. One misstep, and we fall to our ruin. You have now witnessed the Archbishop's true self. She is a cruel beast. Those who rule this world use that beast's power to fabricate miracles, all to control those who blindly believe in the goddess. They conceal the truth and force their lies on the nobility. They mercilessly annihilate anyone who defies them. I know this because I have lived it. After what you have seen, is there any room for doubt? The Church of Seiros has great influence and power. Their control over the lords of the kingdom and the Alliance is nearly absolute. We are the only ones who can stop this indomitable enemy that has plagued our world for ages. We fight for humanity, for all of Fodlan. If you dare walk this path with me, take your first step. It's now or never. Thank you, my friends. We are the true face of the Empire, and we will triumph!
Well...
That was incredible, Lady Edelgard.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm relieved. They really chose to follow me. I was resolved to move forward alone if I had to. But in my heart, I hoped it wouldn't come to that.
So long as I am here, you will never be alone. Please do not forget that. And it would seem that the Professor also has a key role to play in this.
You're right. Now, I must speak with our dear teacher. Please, make preparations. The messenger should be here shortly.
Consider it done.
Professor, may I speak with you?
Is this when the time skip happens, or is that just later? When it's supposed to be about now.
I appreciate it.
What's wrong?
I'm just anxious. It feels like the weight of this burden is crushing me. At this very moment, on my orders, I'm starting a war. An army far larger than the one that attacked the Holy Tomb last month will soon be locked in battle. Long-devised strategies are unfolding across Fodlan. Leaders are deciding their loyalties and preparing to fight. So many generals and soldiers will die. It's inevitable that civilians will get caught up in the chaos as well. There will be countless casualties. With a single command, the flames of war will rage across all corners of this realm. And I am the one who is giving the order.
This is the path you chose, isn't it?
Yes, it is. There is no turning back. No matter how much blood flows at my feet, I will not relent. We must break the bonds that the depraved church has placed on Fodlan. These sacrifices will allow us to create a future where we never need sacrifice again. It may seem contradictory, but it's the only way. Listen to me. I made up my mind long ago. Yet here I am, seeking your approval. Tell me the truth, my teacher. Are you happy with your decision to stay by my side?
Definitely.
Unlike me, you can still walk away from all of this. This path leads to the death of the Archbishop and the servants of the Church. Can you live with that?
Yeah, I chose this path as well.
I never thought... I'm sorry, it was a foolish question. I believe in you, Professor. And you believed in me. With that knowledge, I have the strength to keep fighting. Let's go. There's something I need to say to Hubert.
Is there?
Your Majesty, the latest report indicates that our main army is advancing as planned. Also, the preparations for your manifesto are almost complete.
Manifesto?
We will be distributing our manifesto to every lord within Fodlan. We will expose the dark side of the Church of Seiros and the foul practices of the nobles from the Kingdom and the Alliance. We will force the people of Fodlan to open their eyes to the truth and relinquish any remaining conviction to unite against the Empire. Certain nobles have already offered us their support.
Yes, there are other nobles who oppose the Church. We will condemn those who deserve condemnation, and forgive those who deserve forgiveness. We have already purged some of the Imperial nobles who are morally rotten. My father among them.
Jeez.
How unfortunate.
And soon we will invade and conquer Garreg Mach. Our main army has already departed the Imperial capital. They will arrive at the monastery in 2 weeks' time. There, we will join forces with them. As for us, I'd like your opinion on how we should be positioned within the army.
We are the Imperial Sword.
Your Majesty intends to fight alongside the Professor, correct? In that case, you will not be incorporated into the Empire's main army. Your squad can move freely about the battlefield under supervision of the Imperial forces. That would be most prudent.
Sounds good.
Now that I'm the Emperor, we can't let it slip that I'm following your command in battle, Professor.
I fully object to the notion of you fighting on the front lines.
Hubert, we've already discussed this.
My apologies. I overstepped.
Now that the details are settled, all that's left is to come up with a name for ourselves. In honor of our time at the Academy, how about we call ourselves the Black Eagle Strike Force?
Ooh, that sounds good. Options are I love it, or I hope I can live up. I hope we can live up to that name, and isn't that a bit rich? Yeah, I love it.
I'm so happy you feel that way. I must confess that I spent all night thinking about it. I'll leave it to you to prepare the Black Eagle Strike Force for departure.
Gardening. By gardening, you can harvest all kinds of crops. Flowers, for instance, make great gifts. Some people might even decorate their rooms with the flowers you give them. Jumpy, jumpy, jump. This month you will operate from a temporary encampment, so the available facilities are limited. So head out to the battlefield by approaching... You can head out to the battlefield by approaching the temporary encampment's exit and selecting true battle. Ooh, this is interesting. So this is our current digs.
I came this far mostly on impulse, but I wonder if it was the right choice. Everything will be okay, right, Professor? I'm not wrong, am I? If I know that you think it's okay, I feel like it will be easier to believe in myself. Come on. I don't even get my own room here. At least I had that at home. But speaking of home, Hubert told me something. He said my father was stripped of his title. I guess he did as he pleased and opposed Edelgard. Wait, does that mean my father's going to be home all the time now? On second thought, I think I'm fine right here.
Yeah.
Teacher, I asked Edelgard what happened to my father. He was dismissed as Prime Minister and is under house arrest in the Imperial capital. He always was a greedy, arrogant man. Some would say that this is the fate he deserves. And yet I cannot help but feel indignant. After all his hard work for the Empire, to be disgraced like this. I am conflicted, Professor. I do not know what to do. As the next Duke Ire, should I follow Edelgard into battle?
Black Eagle Strike Force, eh? I like it. It's really a twist of fate that brought me to this side of things. But I'm still proud to be here.
The most important nobles in the Empire are known for taking power from the previous Emperor, my father included. I didn't think it possible that the Imperial Princess could ascend the throne so easily. However, it seems that both my father and Caspar's are supporting Edelgard. Having both the Minister of Domestic Affairs and Minister of Military Affairs on your side gives you total control over the Empire's military and finances. You must have been making preparations for quite some time without anyone noticing.
Yeah, it had been going back and forth. Going Mark.
That could have gotten dangerous fast. If I stayed at the monastery, I would have had to fight my father. We aren't especially close, but he's not an opponent I'd want to face. I'd almost rather fight a monster. Anyway, it looks like he's going to be leading the Western units. I wonder if we'll wind up fighting the Kingdom's army, and who decided to fight for the Church.
Blacksmith.
Hey there.
Let's do some repairing.
Is this it? There you go. 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 Come back anytime.
What do you require? Farewell.
Welcome. Please come again.
Surely this is what the goddess willed, isn't it? I feel she would not have wanted the Church of Saros to become what it has.
Probably.
Did you? 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 Did you?
Wish I had one of those.
I've gone and done it now, huh? What would my old man say if he knew I'd sided with the Empire? His Highness must be angry. Dimitri gets super scary when he's like that. I wonder how I'm going to die. Ugh, my knees turn to jelly just thinking about it. No, I can't think that way. I promise to fight alongside you. I'm here until the end. Listen to me. I'm terrified, but I feel so calm. Oh, that's mine. Oh, thanks, Professor. You really saved the day.
Okay.
Yes.
I believe that this is the first time we have met.
Yeah, it is.
My name is Ladislava. I have the great honor of leading Lady Edelgard's personal guard.
Oh, right.
Her Majesty is as hard on others as she is on herself. She may seem composed, but that is only because she conceals her more passionate emotions. For that reason, she is often misunderstood. But now she has you by her side. I find that most reassuring. I look forward to working with you.
Sounds good.
I'm Randolph von Berglies. I'm not very high in the ranks yet, but I'm more or less a general. Just like Caspar, I'm from House Berglies.
Alright.
My mother married into House Berglies after I was born, so my position within the family is rather lowly. But I'm determined to make something of myself in this battle to bring glory to my part of the family, for the sake of my mother and sister.
Yes. I have heard the name Lord Vestra mentioned among the purged noble families of the Empire. He's Hubert's father, but Hubert seems rather unconcerned about it. That alone is why we soldiers find Hubert quite frightening.
he sort of chuckled. So I'm taking it.
Yes.
I take that as read that he doesn't like his
To be frank, I'm not sure whether I should believe all that Edelgard says. But if her words are true, I think it's best to be her ally. So I'll fight. I'm not at ease with that decision just yet, but I'll stick by it.
Yep. What the? I've been preparing to take this path. My own path. Not my old man's, and not the boar's.
Yep. Hey, Petrendorf here.
The Empire and Bridget were once warring with each other. But now, I have made the decision to be fighting with the Empire. It is a choice of irony, I feel. But I am having no regrets. My belief is with you, and with Edelgard.
It's a Streamlabs thing. Just go tweak. Configure video. Quite 31, it's a roly-poly image.
Edelgard became emperor and raised an army, huh? Who knew the kid had it in her? I mean, yeah, of course, I knew she'd be emperor eventually, but the more I think about it, the more surprised I am. I wonder who's gonna win.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It is. We might have to fight against others from the Academy, and that's... I can't think about it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How did you know I lost this? Thank you for bringing it back to me.
I didn't know you lost. I literally went through going through every item, just checking you lost anywhere.
Right. I'm a soldier, but I had to think long and hard about this one. Since birth, I've believed in the teachings of Saros without ever questioning them. But Her Majesty's words are true. To think that the Archbishop can take on such a monstrous form.
Hello.
Welcome. Come back soon.
Okay.
So with you, but now the garden.
It is not up to Her Majesty to bring the students to our cause. That task falls to you. Those who have forsaken their homelands to join the Empire will be feeling vulnerable. You are uniquely able to provide emotional support. Please use that gift to guide others down the path that Lady Edelgard has laid before us. I ask you to do this from the bottom of my heart.
I'll do my best, but emotional support is not my forte.
Unfortunately,
We will join forces with the main army and attack Garrick Mach. It's a fortress built on steep ground, but it's never seen battle. That means we don't know much about it from a military perspective. But if we use all of the power at our disposal, we will capture it.
Does this mean it'll be a unique map? We have to try.
From a purely mathematical standpoint, we most certainly have the power to win. If the battle becomes a clash of beasts within human strength, you will be our only hope. I believe in you. I'm relying on you to lead the Black Eagle Strike Force to victory. Alasta, Alast, 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 Alast.
Welcome.
Smithing items.
Please come again.
That's enough. Oh, do some supports, can I? Me and Elder.
Ugh, I'm so sick of it all.
Hey.
There is so much to be done, yet all I encounter are new problems and pitfalls. Ugh. Sometimes I wish I could spend just one day doing absolutely nothing and gorging myself on sweets.
Go on then. Let's do it.
Do you mean it? Just the thought makes me happy. But Hubert would never allow it.
Fuck Hubert. I know you're Empress to be, but you can't. You can have one.
Indeed. It may not be possible now, but one day we will know the joys of idling. Mark my words. Is that a smirk I spy? Is it so amusing to you, me daydreaming of free time?
It's unusual.
Your silly grin says otherwise. But let's put all that aside for now. There is something I've been meaning to tell you. I'm afraid this might sound a bit sentimental. However, I want to thank you. Because of you, I feel I can walk my fated path without losing myself. If I were alone, I might have lost perspective and become a harsh leader with a heart of ice. But I'm not alone. With you by my side, I'm somehow free to be not only a leader, but simply Edelgard.
I'm glad.
Until now, no one has been able to surpass me, much less command me. I have always been seen as an untouchable princess or emperor. No one spoke to me as an equal or met my gaze without flinching. It was lonely, terribly lonely. The only person I could rely on as I tried to claw my way out of the darkness was myself. But you have been a brilliant light. Somehow you have chased the darkness away. And for that, I will always be grateful.
Age 19, Edelgard have attained support then. Good. That's good. Out to battle. Mission: the Battle of Garrick Mark. Emperor Eldegard has declared war on the Church of Serios and the crest-dominated world it has created. Her first move is to topple the most prominent symbol of the Church's dominance, Garrick Mark. Let's go for it then. Danger radius. While your cursor is over an enemy's danger radius. Oh yeah. But you can find out what sort of areas it can attack in, so you know to stay out of those areas if possible. Battle of Garrick
We will
Mark
soon arrive
as
at Garrigmok Monastery. Forcing a surrender here is extremely significant, both strategically and symbolically. Of course, this is personal as well. This is where we all came together to learn and grow. I have no intention of yielding to our former classmates, so I ask that you prepare yourselves for anything.
I'm not thinking about friends right now, and I'm certainly not prepared.
Damn it, don't go around saying things that lower morale before we even get started. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's fight.
I have nothing to lose aside from my friends who are here with me. Does that answer satisfy you?
I have been ready for this since leaving my land of home. I will fight and win.
How can you prepare to fight? Maybe I can prepare to prepare.
There is no reason that I should not be prepared. It is my duty to stand up and battle.
Thank you all. Now, let's talk strategy.
As the raiding force, we will attack the area nearest to the monastery. The Knights of Seros certainly won't stand down after they catch sight of Her Majesty and the Professor. At the same time, the remaining areas will be surrounded and annihilated by the main army. In other words, we are the decoy that must suppress the enemy's most elite soldiers.
We know more about the area near the monastery than anyone else in the Imperial Army. Still, we must prepare for the worst. It's possible we will have to face the Archbishop's true form, the Immaculate One. Fight with all you have, but don't be reckless. As promised, I will leave the command to our professor.
I'll protect you.
Not only will we all survive this, but we will undoubtedly emerge victorious.
This will be our first battle as the Black Eagle Strike Force. All the more reason to prevail.
Yeah. The advice box. Each month, people will approach the council with their concerns. Select sponsors that satisfy them, and your support points will increase. Traditions are meant to be broken. Quote free, I don't much like practical jokers, except I do like to punch them. Right. Begin the battle? Yeah. Round to the enemy. Should be able to manage it.
Friends, our opportunity for victory will come. But first, we must see to our defenses.
The city's defenders are trying to stall for time. We must crush them swiftly. We should be wary of ambushes as well.
Ladislava is being pushed on the left flank. We must push back with equal force.
So we got our new units. Oh, I can't. She's a support unit.
I'm on it.
There's a wall in between us.
So obvious.
Be gone.
Okay. 24.
Guess I've gotten better.
Yeah. I mean, you can throw spears right through
it's all
solid
becoming
stone walls,
clearer.
so you must be pretty good. That's how I can smash this. I thought that was smashable.
Stay focused.
I'll go.
Let's get some.
This is nothing.
I think we can recruit these two. That's like much like Catherine and stuff. No, I'd take this guy.
Should I have held back?
I will prevail.
I'm here to help.
I'll take it.
Failure is not an option.
Chucking a bunch. of
One step
expenses
at a time.
him. Where
My turn?
Looks like
As you wish.
oh, the music sort of kind of melancholy. Sort of good music for a battle. I think it's almost fairly high stakes.
I'll show you a plan. You are nothing.
That's been delayed, Caspar. Ambush.
Now! Hidden soldiers, attack!
Well, that's just not fair.
To work. Sleep in the dirt.
That's my cue.
Allow us. My plan is flawless. For Lady Edelgard.
Well, how was that?
Allow me to demonstrate.
As expected. Another step forward.
Not bad.
Got your back.
The time is right.
I won't go down so easily.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I want to be all I can.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Let's take them out. Not my first battle.
20.
Getting stronger all the time.
Okay. Felix all the way over there. Oh, he's backing up the guys. Four seasons.
Enlightening.
Oh, that's supposed to be good.
Unfortunately, you must die here. You should never have defied the goddess. Not enough.
That was unexpected.
Child's play.
Yeah, she's fucked.
You shall not pass! I will protect Garreg Mach!
She's not tougher than when she was a part of my team. Fucking hell. She's a good healer. She took that one. Yeesh. Ah. Vis-a-vis dual bullets.
Let's win this already. What's next?
They don't like it happen.
I will not hold back. The mark of nobility. This can't be right.
Yeah.
Should I have held back?
I think I'm improving.
Healing spots for sure. Rather slow us down. She's really out there. And Randolph's down as well.
That is that.
Oh, they're regretting that one.
You fought well.
You are nothing.
Let's try our plan.
Ah, for fuck's sake. There's always a gamble using the gambit. That's what it's called, a gambit. Well.
I'm good now.
Yeah! Thank
Thanks.
Got too cocky.
So we pull back. That'll be good. Oh shit.
Must protect Garrick Mach. I must protect everyone.
Retreat while you still can, Flame. I beg you.
Understood. Stay safe, brother.
Hang on.
We will lend the Empire strength.
Set of actually here.
Don't worry, we're allies now. I understand you must have many questions, but they'll have to wait until after the battle.
Oh yes, of course.
Just give up.
Well now, who have we got left? It's pretty much just set of Gilbert. Yeah, I wonder if it's worth sending over a magic cube or something to yeah, I'll give that a go.
Careful, please. I owe you. I owe you one. much more.
I have improved.
A great help.
Yeah, I think I better hurry. Nah, I think it's probably gonna scoot around.
Traitor! I will not forgive you for turning on Rhea! I cannot yield!
Has he enchanted his sword and shield? Glowing blue. Oh, there is. Oh yeah, it's rout the enemy, so I do have to kill all of them. Somebody's killed the enemy.
Ha! Sweet of you.
Good. Oh, the god seems to be pushing full front. She should be able to take him out.
Apologies.
son.
Doesn't really matter. Kill myself. Gilbert was a support for me, he was useless. And I'm fighting him, he's suddenly a tank.
We won't hold back.
You're soft.
If only my research had such results.
I say, putting guys an adjunct is a good way to get them XP if they're a bit low leveled. Oh, well done, Hubert.
In my master's name, I cannot allow myself to fall here. I must withdraw.
There's about 2 levels there. Then again, Hubert is under level. Oh,
Flame, Gilbert, you put your lives on the line to protect us. I would have preferred to have more time to prepare, but we cannot delay any longer. Come forth. Protect Garreg Mach Monastery from those despicable rebels.
What?
I'll crush them all.
Her
enemies are my enemies.
Good lord. Defeat the enemy, come on. Okay. Victory conditions have changed mid-battle. So much going on right now. They can fire the little points so they can fire crossbows out. And these sort of what terracotta warriors look to be similar to. Yeah, they seem to have the same sort of mechanics as the. Demon Beast, what do they call it?
I'm on it.
Zombie rock cannon on it. Oh, it had 2 shields, not just one.
I'll go.
It's a bit overwhelming, all these new stuff coming up. I thought that was going to be the end of the battle, but it wasn't.
No matter what.
He's got a vulnerability.
I thank you.
Yeah, I need to swap all the vulneraries out for concoctions at this point. We're doing 10 HP, hitting 10 HP. And my guys are over 30 HP. I did think something was a bit odd with this stage, how the only seemed to sort of go to the middle and the top half of it looked to be unused despite having all these bits and pieces. But I didn't twig that there was going to be a second half.
Only a fool challenges me. Seems simple enough.
Charging me, Catherine.
I am Thunder Catherine, and I will slay all of Lady Rhea's enemies, including you!
Good thing Ferdinand's over level.
Repent from the grave!
Oh, fuck! Oh, you...
So shameful. How could I fall like this?
Fuck. Yeah, you don't want to mess with Catherine. Guys with crossbows.
Let the lesson begin!
114 damage.
That is that.
Predictable.
Level 30.
We must all do our part.
Oh, thank
Lady Rhea, I'm sorry. Please, stay safe.
Thank you, Jeff. I thought I'd say those.
All is well, Catherine. You must not die here.
We've got a few minor guys, but the only there's a few actually. The only real ones to worry about Cyril. Lady Rhea. There, only 2 heavy hitters left.
Sorry.
Crossbow bolts at me. Bolts, but bolts.
As you wish. Only a wound. You saved me.
You're out of luck. Guess I've gotten better.
Thank you. Oh, I see now.
I gotta kill you!
I didn't think that's gonna. It's few bits.
Another win.
Lady Rhea, I couldn't fight hard enough. I'm sorry.
Cyril, your sacrifice will not be in vain.
My thanks.
It's quite bold, Felix.
Hate me all you want. Silenced.
Received a blessed bow. It's pure.
Be gone.
You're weak. I can feel the difference.
Growth is a part of life.
Are we done? Not what I was hoping for.
Well, a healing death knights. Figure out where they're at. Was that parallel quest, Oil and Water, actually tries to find and kill the death knight. Pissed off at the wounds and sheets, so let's give it.
How dare you betray me? You worthless piece of garbage! I will punish you myself! Prepare yourself!
Holy shit. Now I'm waiting. After what happened last time, I'm waiting for the other shoes to drop.
I will not allow Garrick Mach or my mother to fall!
Her mother. Oh, stage complete.
You will not be forgiven!
Professor, look out!
The castle is crumbling! We must escape! Professor, take cover!
Professor!
Oh, is this where the time skip happens, is it? Fishing. To begin fishing, first select your bait. Wait until you see a silhouette of the fish you have to catch.
In Imperial Year 1181, the new Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, led a strategic assault against the monastery at Garrick Mach. Though her own losses were great, her foes had no choice but to surrender. Archbishop Rhea commanded the Knights of Seros, leading from the front lines against the Imperial army. After a hard-fought battle, she was forced to retreat to Ferdiad, the capital of Fargus, where she must now plan her next move. With this single attack, the Adrestian Empire officially launched its offensive against the Holy Kingdom of Fargus and the Leicester Alliance. The unification of Fodlan has begun.
Well done.
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Ethereal Moon. Beyond Escape. It is Imperial Year 1185. Half a decade has passed since Emperor Edelgard ascended the Imperial throne, yet the continent of Fodlan still remains lost in a tempest of turmoil and bloodshed. In the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, King Dimitri has welcomed Archbishop Rhea and her knights, who were driven out of Garrick Mach to the kingdom capital. As they work to build a unified front, the war with the Empire rages on to the west. Meanwhile, Claude, leader of the Alliance, staves off Imperial intervention by strategically stirring up conflicts between Leicester lords in an effort to feign neutrality. As events unfold, Edelgard and her Black Eagle strike force begin to take action in an attempt to break the war's current state of deadlock.
Tea parties. Host tea parties to bond with your allies.
You. How long do you intend to sleep? Your body is awake. Your eyes must open now, and you must find the strength to stand upon those legs of yours. Like so much rain, a pool of blood has fallen to the ground. As spears and arrows pierce the earth, it weeps. And even now, it weeps. In order to survive, they kill. And so the people of this world are lost in an abyss of suffering. They weep as well. The only one who truly knows the nature of such things is I. Or rather, you.
I'm still sleepy. Wait, who?
Excuse me? Are you saying you have forgotten who I am? How dare you?
For a long time.
Get on your feet. Right now. I'll coddle you no more. You are just like a child, always needing me to hold your hand.
Hey, are you awake?
Where am I?
We're in a village at the base of the monastery. What are you doing in a place like this? I honestly didn't expect to find someone floating away down the river.
Garrick Mach is upstream of here, but that place was abandoned.
What do you mean?
Huh? You don't know? The Church of Seros isn't there anymore. Though, there have been some folks still living there in the 5 years since... well, you know. Regardless, the Imperial Army has taken over now.
5 years?
Are you feeling alright? You didn't hit your head or anything, did you? It's the ethereal moon of the year 1185. It's been nearly 5 years since the monastery fell. Tomorrow was supposed to be the Millennium Festival, but who's got time to think about things like that?
The Millennium Festival.
Yeah, that's what I said. But with the war and the Archbishop still missing, I doubt there's a soul to be found who has enough blessings worth counting. Hey, slow down, will ya? Where do you think you're going?
The monastery.
Are you crazy? The Imperial Army is there. Come on, I promise I won't say you're a coward. Just forget about going anywhere near the monastery. You just remember I tried to stop you. Got it? It's not on my conscience if you wind up dead.
My students are waiting for me.
Students? You really are crazy, aren't you? There aren't any kids anywhere near that place anymore. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
"5 years ago to the day.
Oh, so it's different.
If things had continued on as they were, today would have been the Millennium Festival.
Halt! Who's there?
It can't be. Professor? Is it really you? But I searched everywhere and never found a trace. My teacher. What have you been doing all this time? Where have you been?
I was sleeping.
Joking? At a time like this? You do realize it's been 5 years since you disappeared. Do you have any idea how guilty I felt? How broken my heart was? I searched high and low after you vanished. Although there was no proof, I somehow knew you were alive. All this time, I led everyone as best I could, and fought with all my heart. It's been a difficult path to walk alone.
But
Welcome back, my teacher. I'm so happy that you're safe. 5 years. Such a short time, but it feels like an eternity ago. Do you still feel the way you did all those years ago? You said then that you would fight at my side no matter how many enemies we should amass. As for me, my resolve has not faltered. I'm determined as ever to see this through to the end. I will defeat the false goddess. I will save this world from those creatures and give humanity its freedom back. So, my teacher, are you prepared to stand with me?
Yes.
I thank you. Truly. Now then, I assume you understand the situation at hand, yes?
He really was asleep all this time.
Another joke? Or are you telling the truth? I suppose you must be. In that case, I'll tell you all that has transpired as you slumbered these past 5 years. And that is where we are now. The war is at a stalemate. Dimitri is the new king of Fargus. It's clear that his territory will continue to support the church. Meanwhile, Claude's leadership has thrown the Alliance into chaos. He maintains neutrality in their internal conflict. The situation has created a deadlock. We've been awaiting an opportunity for our squadron to return to the monastery. With you in the fray, I believe the state of the war will shift immediately. The church, as well as the kingdom and the Alliance. The time has come to eliminate them all. Although we were of different houses, we were companions who lived and learned together. Some of our ranks are hesitant to battle against them, and against the people of their homelands. However, knowing that you're alive is sure to raise their spirits. Good. Well then, I believe it's time for a little reunion. The Black Eagle Strike Force never lost faith. They knew you were alive and have been awaiting your return. Let's not keep them waiting any longer.
Adjuncts. Once you reach Professor level C, you can assign an adjunct to follow a unit into battle. Number of adjuncts you can assign per battle increases with your Professor level. Then you class actions find 3 types of aid: follow up, guard, or heal. They're more effective at higher support levels. They get experience. Da-da-da. Each unit has grown over the past 5 years. You should check their classes and weapons.
Well now, that face is certainly familiar. I am glad to see you alive and well, Professor.
Professor! It's me, Bernie! Do you remember me? I can't believe you're here!
I can't believe it! Is this a dream? Can we really be this lucky?
This is not dreaming. Our professor is with us again. Welcome to the back. I mean, welcome back.
Our group isn't the same without you. I am overjoyed to see you again.
It's been so long. Seeing you again fills my heart with hope.
Great. Now everything will be easy. That's great you're safe, Professor. I'm deeply, deeply moved.
Quite the reunion, isn't it, Professor? Everyone's happy to see you.
Come on, Edelgard. You must be happier than all of us combined. She took it really hard when you disappeared, Professor.
Of course, we did our very best in your absence. And there was never a day that we doubted you would return to us.
Edelgard has been leading us as Emperor. But after you disappeared, it became apparent that you were her anchor.
It gives me regret to be admitting this, but our power is not enough. The only one who can be meeting Edelgard's expectations is you, Professor.
Most impressive of all is your uncanny ability to bring a smile to everyone's face.
In the years since you vanished, we have not lost anyone from our ranks.
We all longed for your presence and your leadership, myself included.
It seems fitting to view this as a new beginning for the Black Eagle Strike Force. We already have our target.
Yes, we must eliminate the Alliance before moving on to fight the Kingdom and the Church. However, that doesn't necessarily mean we must occupy the entirety of the Alliance. House Rican stands against the Empire. Therefore, our target is Deirdre, the aquatic capital.
We must cross the Aramid River, which separates the Empire and the Alliance. To do that, we must take the largest bridge across it. The Great Bridge of Myrden. Myrden connects the monastery and the Imperial capital to the east. It is the shortest route there.
An Alliance stronghold has been built at the Great Bridge. We'll take that and then head north. At the same time, we must defeat the one who defends it, Judith von Daphne. If we can also take control of Daphne territory, it would be greatly beneficial to us. Prepare yourselves. The next battle will be a momentous one. Join me, my friends, as we begin our journey to bring peace and solace to this war-ravaged world.
Well, now. You're curious to know how Ferdinand is doing. Go for a visit. Might as well. It is Boxing Day after all.
Take that!
What's going on? You're fighting more intense than usual.
Yes, I am in a hurry. Edelgard claims victory after victory. She never stops. 5 years ago, she ascended the throne and swept away the corrupt nobles, my father included. I always thought I would be the one to unseat him. But she did it instead. with all the ease and indifference of someone cracking an egg. Now, as the head of House Ire, I serve Edelgard. I have to accept that I am her subordinate, working beneath her to reunify Fodlan. The disparity between Edelgard and myself is obvious. She never stops moving forward, single-minded, never wavering. But where does that leave me? Here, flailing about, going nowhere, contributing nothing.
That's not true.
But it is. That is the reality. Not once since our days at the Academy have I exceeded Edelgard's abilities. I saw her as a worthy opponent. She did not even see me as a contender. She did not even consider me at all. As the head of the noble House Ire, I must be able to achieve results. But all my efforts have come to nothing. Results are everything. I have not shown results, so I will be stagnating here forever.
Has he not really grown over the last 5 years? He really needs to just move on. To realise that Lady Edelgard just is better than him at these things, and that there's not much he can do about it. Once he just realises that, he can move on. Just keeps on harping on about it for the last 5 years. But you have achieved results.
I appreciate your kind words, but you are wrong. I know that I have a massive wall to climb, and I must climb it alone. Even so, may I ask a favor?
Yeah, go on.
Professor, please keep an eye on my progress. I would appreciate if you were always by my side, bearing witness to my accomplishments.
If you watch the veterans, sport levels now B, their motivation has increased. St. Chico Days today. There will be hymn recital in the cathedral. Will you participate? Might as well.
I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud?
I may sound terrible, but you won't notice when everyone else sings too.
Bonds between the three of you grew significantly stronger. Three of you gains a significant amount of faith experience and authority experience. Okay. Let's do a bit of exploring on the 28th, Sunday the 28th of December.
Oh.
Right, so as usual, I'll be playing this until dinner, whenever that is. It's tends to be about 8ish UK time, which is soonish. I can smell it, so probably I'll get that. So it's only gonna do the usual, going around the hub world, do an explore, find lost items, talk to people, and such. Which we probably won't even finish that by the time it's ready, to be honest. Eastern Fodland sees me go from eastern regions of Fodland. I planted these seeds 5 years ago. I'm still here waiting for me to be collected.
Professor! Oh my, it's so good to see you. These days, so many old friends seem to be disappearing. But you're here. It's incredible to see you again after 5 years. I have a feeling your name will go down in history.
Advanced drills. Okay. I think I've done one of them. Oh yeah, if I keep all the lost items.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
If I keep all
I'm
these
sorry.
lost items,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but
background music's different. I suppose it would be. Is it Jim? Get Font snake. Let's do a little bit of fishing. Been 5 years, but I still got it. Armid pike. This fish is commonly found in the Armid River. Can be used for fishing. White trout. To start white fish, that gleams as light. Can be used for initiating a meal. Tutus pike. This fish is a cross between loaches and pikes, spawned in the Lake Tatutes. Can cook into a dish that boosts defense. Okay. A couple of quests as there might be, I suppose, after this. So I might as well split some wood to take me to those.
Allow me to brief you on the details of our situation. The Empire firmly controls the western portion of Fargus. However, the central and eastern regions continue to put up heavy resistance. The strongholds in these regions are Aryan Road, the fortress city, and Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. We cannot control Fargus until we have taken both of these cities. As for the Alliance, Houses Gloucester and Ordelia seem predisposed to capitulate to us. However, due to interference from Houses Regan and Goneril, we have yet to secure their cooperation. Claude obviously hopes to keep the Alliance whole through diplomacy. But because we have had to focus our efforts against the Church until now, our forces have yet to meet his. We have only recently begun to take the fight to Alliance territory. Unfortunately,
I found earlier he wasn't.
I have a request for you.
Do you mind securing us more resources? Gather the requested resources and deliver them. 1 times weeds and 2 times poultry. If I have them all, I might have those in my inventory already. So does having them on me count? Presumably not. I just need to stretch my legs for a couple of minutes. I'll be back in a couple of minutes or so. And welcome back. Thanks for sticking around.
Professor, I'm sorry to have dragged you into the fight again so soon after our reunion, but you appeared at a most opportune time.
Naturally.
I'm truly humbled by your support, my teacher. Thank you.
Well, you can count on me.
And so I will. I'm hoping your abilities from 5 years prior are still intact. Make sure you're ready to head out, okay? A lost...
Yes, dinner will be ready in 10 minutes. I'll play this about 5 to 10 minutes and then find someone to read. Alright. Turn around.
Well...
How's that?
Professor, do you know how happy I was to hear you were still alive?
Very.
I'll tell you how happy. For the past 2 days, I haven't had my morning or my afternoon naps.
Good lord. Yeah, morning nap. It's a bit much. Thinking how early you're getting up having a nap before midday. You were taking those naps every day.
Well, as long as we weren't marching. Can't sleep much then. But it's not for want of trying.
Trying to sleep. You were asleep for 5 whole years? Why, yes, I was. Never heard of it, Cameron. Quest of Flames. Or the Fire Emblem.
You finally joined us, have you? I attached myself to the Imperial Army as well. Seemed the thing to do. I feel I owe it to Edelgard to set my past feelings about the Empire aside. I am happy to help her. It's strange, isn't it? After 5 years, the 3 professors are together once more. I am most curious, though. You say you were asleep for 5 whole years. Incredible. Perhaps this is another effect of your crest. I do look forward to investigating you in greater detail.
Yeah, let's talk about that later.
Wonderful news. I am most excited to begin. We must find the time, of course. I'm not sure why you'd imagine I might own such a thing. Try someone else.
Oh, mate. Hello. Just down there.
Right. It's normal for history to be revised in favor of those who hold the power. The documents in this library are no exception. It's perfectly possible for someone to have made edits to them. But it's my belief that no one has the power to blot out the truth entirely. I like to read the same texts over and over again. That way, I can spot some of the truths hidden between the lines.
History is written by the victors, yes.
Well...
Yes, well that's crazy to fact. Diesel's not much in here. go around off and Fletch. She's new, isn't she? I don't recall her.
Hey there. Ah, a new face. I am Randolph von Bergles. I'm the guardian of this place. Wait a moment. I'm sure I've seen you somewhere before.
Yeah, we had a battle 5 years ago. Yeah, 5 years ago.
Ah, yes. You're Her Majesty's professor. You're alive?
I think so.
Oh, this is my little sister, Fleisch. She's just a rookie, but she's helping me as my assistant.
Hello, I'm Fleisch von Bergles. It's nice to meet you. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'm gonna do my best. You can count on me to look after my big brother.
I've heard you're planning to march into Alliance territory. I'll be here to guard the fort.
Hi. There were clashes with the Kingdom Army near the Western Front, but this is the first time the Alliance Army has had an honest-to-goodness fight. I hear their leader's pretty competent, but the Alliance Army is pretty tough too.
Professor?
Yep.
A moment, please.
Hey, shopkeepers. Albanian berries. Simple Albanian berries are tart with hints of sweetness. Can be used when you share them.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you. Come again.
Hello there. This one, yes? This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please. Hey there.
Oh yes, I forget. Yeah. All your stuff gets prepared.
Come back anytime.
Hey there.
I think, Almond blend, a refined nutty tea that is blended with leaves and thinly sliced almonds. Sounds nice. Caledonian crayfish, a hard-shelled edible crayfish set. Hide beneath pebbles and liquid water. Sweet shell. I do like crayfish. Crayfish, prawns, and shrimp.
Professor?
Hey up.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. What's that? Do I have brothers in the church? You really are well informed. My older twin works for the Knights of Saros, but I think he's just a grunt, not a noble gatekeeper like yours truly. Unlike me, he's very devout. He left the Empire a long time ago.
A moment, please. By making an enemy of the Church, disorder is running rampant among the populace. It's quieted down over these last 5 years, though. The well-being of Her Majesty is steadily improving.
Disorder, that order, the other order.
Hello.
There's usually something hiding in them. What the fuck is this? Oh, just a random NPC.
I need a favor.
This one looks different because even the NPCs are different get-up, so. Some soldiers stationed at Fodlan's Locket abandoned their posts. They weren't what you'd call upstanding folks. If you all headache for us if they became bandits and started wreaking havoc in the towns. The inward deserters. The soldiers obtained information about deserters. Seen they are skilled soldiers, so you should persuade them to join. Okay. So we'll do that at some point. Yeah, it's knowing there are a couple of parallel quests which you had to do before the time skip, which I wasn't able to do.
Since the great nobles lost their standing, the regulation of the merchant houses has relaxed somewhat. You'd probably have thought that would make it easier for us to profit, but the world isn't so simple. The war has made the price of goods unstable, causing no end of hardship for the people.
Yes. I've just been told dinner's ready, so I'll just finish up here. Oh! Is this always here? Pub like a pub garden. Gazebo. Cinnamon blend, an aromatic bark blend, referred to as the king of spices. Its unique taste appeals to similarly unique people. Intermediate seal. Ockma Wolverine. This meat is taken from the fleet-footed beast found in the Ockma Mountains. Concludes the dish that both strength. Who eats wolverines? Our students, apparently.
Hello.
The north side of the Great Bridge of Myrden is in the territory of Acheron of the Alliance. He's known as the Weathervane. He's a notoriously flippant man. A man like that doesn't have the guts to give it all for the defense of that bridge.
Was that one of our... Oh yeah, that's our next fight. Something to pick up. Oh yeah. Raiding their pantry again. Sweet apple blend. Tea blend with 2 types of apple peels. Elegant and sweet is popular common folk and Good God. Sadie looks different.
I have good friends in both the Alliance and Fargus, so this fighting weighs heavily on me. I can't bear the thought of battling the Knights of Seros to the death. I have to keep my chin up though, right? Let's press on together, Professor.
God, she's almost unrecognizable.
Did you find this? I wonder who it belongs to.
Light.
I've been working here for a few years now. There are plenty of others working here too. Since the acolytes and students aren't here, it's up to us to pick up the slack.
I fear that I may not be able to achieve my dream within my lifetime. Therefore, I must find a worthy successor. Whoever will I locate for such a firm It'll be easy after we rebuild the Officers' Academy. There we go. Yeah, on top of these, there's only one good answer. But I seem to be pretty good at picking the right one.
Hey! I was so surprised to hear that the faith of Saros was a sham, my eyes nearly popped out of my skull. But just because the church lied to us doesn't mean that the goddess isn't real. That's my take on it anyway. I'd feel very anxious with no one to pray to.
Who, me? After the battle 5 years ago, the Imperial Army occupied Garreg Mach. The cathedral and several other buildings were destroyed, but we've done some repair work here and there, and we're using the buildings as a base of operations. As for me, well, the church moved its headquarters to Fargus, and I've seen no reason to follow. When I returned to Enbar, I received a summons from Her Majesty, and I chose to answer. Wherever did this turn up? Thank you for getting it back to me.
No worries. Been hanging on to that for little over 5 years. Little under 5 years. I see little bits and pieces which have stayed the same after all that's happened.
What the?
What the who, the why, the whether. Let's have a word with Ferdinand and then I'll leave it there, I think.
Within the territories of the Alliance, the Gloucester and Daphnel houses dominate the west. House Gloucester has always supported the Empire. There's not much chance of them defying us. So all that needs to be done to restore peace in the west now is to crush House Daphnel.
Sounds alright.
The last 5 years have been difficult at times. My relationship with Edelgard is rather contentious, due to the incident with my father. Nevertheless, I cannot abandon my family's duties. As Duke Eyre, I must play my part in the Imperial Army. Edelgard intends to abolish the nobility, but I know I can dissuade her from doing so.
Okay, we've got Music Shooter. Playing Apex Legends, I think I'll read. Yeah. Good old Frankie. He's max motivation, so I think he has something. Some maintenance or... Okay, so I'm just gonna say raid. Yep, I'll go through in a minute. Yes, thank you. Sorry. Yeah, thank you very much for everyone for stopping by. Thank you very much for Tim for the raid. And I said you moaned the lawn, so you might be lurking, I don't know, or watching on the VOD. But yeah, either way, thank you all very much for stopping by. Thank you all very much for post likes, retweets, and raids, and the bits. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. See you same time next week to move further on in 125 Fates. I'm not sure how. I think still got quite a fair bit on in the game, because I think this is supposed to be relatively early on. You get released not even halfway through, if memory serves. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Have a very good one. I shall see you next week. Just pop back in Streamlabs. Yep. Yes, thank you very much, sir. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.